Hello and welcome to the Profitable Coach podcast. I'm your host, Kimberly Rich, head coach at Transformation Academy. From seasoned experts sharing their hard-earned wisdom to rising stars navigating their journey, every episode uncovers the stories, strategies, and lessons behind what it takes to create massive impact and income as a coach. This show is brought to you by Transformation Academy and the Impact Coaching Collective. If you're ready to be inspired, take action, and build the coaching business of your dreams, well, then you are in the right place. Let's dive in. Welcome to episode 80 of the Profitable Coach podcast. This is another one of our Impact Coaching Collective member spotlights, and I'm so excited to have my student, my client, my friend, Sukhvinder Singh on today's episode because he has really been such a testament to what is possible when you decide that your current trajectory is not what you're meant for. When you know you're meant for something bigger, you know you are meant to become this unconquerable version of yourself that is living in alignment with your light, your gifts, your service. And Sukhvinder has just done such a beautiful job of drastically shifting how he spends his time, how he responds to the world, how he serves people. And he's really done a beautiful job of harnessing his creative powers to be of service to others. And so this conversation today is really all about how he went from being an overworked tech professional to a purpose-driven light worker and coach. And if that resonates with you at all, if you're like, I am done being stuck where I'm stuck and I'm ready to feel luminous and on purpose, then this conversation is for you. Without further ado, please welcome the one and only Sukhvinder Singh. Welcome back to the Profitable Coach podcast. I am honored and grateful to have Sukhvinder, the Luminous Invictus, here on the show, one of our Impact Coaching Collective members. So welcome.
Thank you, Kimberly, and thank you so much for having me. And I'm really grateful and honored to be invited. And I'm really curious about how this simple human being can say something on this podcast, but I'm curious.
That might be the exact reason why I asked you on this podcast, because we're all just simple human beings. We're all just human beings living out a desire to serve, putting ourselves in the arena, which I have gotten to see you do over and over and over and over again over the past, what's it been now, 6 months, 7 months in different containers. And so one of the things I really wanted to highlight in our conversation today is this concept of becoming who it is that you decide to be, letting your identity shift. And I know we can look at your Zoom tagline here, Luminous Invictus, and see one example of that. But I wanna invite you to take me back to the beginning when you were like, okay, I now own and claim that I want to be a coach. I need to start changing who I am and what I believe about myself. Can you remember a moment when that shift happened?
Yes, that happened when I took the CBT certification course on Udemy from Transformation Academy. And I was just thinking that I bought a course, but I let it lie there for like 4 or 5 months. And suddenly one day I just felt the urge to just take the course, finish it. And at the end, when I asked for the certification logo and the certificate, I was invited into TA community. And I got this offer to be a part of this community where we could practice coaching, get coaching only for $20 a month. And this was, to me, was like, I manifested this almost like 12 years back that I wanted to be a part of something like this. So I got into this TA community by participating in this 5-day challenge that was to get clear on what your coaching strategy or what your coaching offer was. That was in March, I believe, 4th of March or something, that started it around there. And in that exercise, we were asked, like, if if you were a cartoon character or a
Superhero.
character, what would that be? And I was thinking and I was playing around with it, and my name is Sukhvinder. That means bringer of happiness or
Mm.
God of happiness. And I thought, like, who do I want to be in as a coach? And luminous came up as a word, bringer of light. So that was my wordplay of becoming a luminary coach at that point. And that's when something shifted in my head, like, okay, coach and this luminary thing, lighting up something, being enlightened to others. That's my purpose here in life, because I've been dreaming about this since I was a child,
Mm.
that I was riding on a motorcycle, going around and helping people. They were fighting, and I was the mediator. So I knew already when I was 6, 7 years that I wanted to do something with work, and this connected me to those dreams. So becoming this luminary coach was felt so alive when I became part of this TA community and met all these wonderful friends and coaches, fellow coaches here. And Luminous Invictus was again when we did more of those exercises of narrowing it out in further. Luminous Invictus to me means that being the divine light, being a divine vessel, being of service. Excuse me, I'm getting a little emotional here.
That's
And
allowed.
being of service, and not apologizing for being that, and being a part of a collective that's who awakens other light workers. With my light, I can touch them, spark them. You are also a light worker. You are working on the business development and light and personal development intersection for the light workers. So to me, you are a part of that collective. And all of my friends here who are listening to this are also light workers. So that's my purpose. And being an unconquered and unwavering in the mission of the divine, to bring the change that the world is crying for right now. So
Mm.
I can't say it shorter. Sorry.
That was perfect. That was perfect. So, one of the things that I want to highlight from Sukhvinder's share is this realization, this revelation, this epiphany moment came because he was putting himself in the arena by signing up for the challenge, by saying yes to the community, by recognizing when opportunity was presenting itself. He was able to clarify what was there for him, like what was the seed that was there for him. Oh, this is the thing I've actually been talking about and thinking about since I was a child. Oh, like this question about
Yes.
a superhero
Yes.
that might not have resonated for everyone else on the challenge the way that it did for you because you were primed and ready. You've been praying for it, asking for it, like
Yes.
looking for the call, the whisper to validate what you kind of already knew inside. And so I'm saying that for anyone listening who is like, well, things just haven't been clarifying themselves. I don't really know what the next step is. Keep putting yourself in the arena and just trusting that the right question will be asked of you, the right connection will be presented to you, the right opportunity will
Yes.
be made available for you. And yeah, I just love that story so much. And I resonate a lot with the idea of being a light worker that helps to ignite other light workers. A few years ago, I was having this recurring dream. This is going to get a little tangential for a second, but it's okay. It's our TA family, so we like to keep it real. I was having this recurring dream that a giant, not one, but like thousands of giant UFOs were coming and surrounding the Earth in like a field of love. And when they did, and they created this grid surrounding our planet, all of a sudden, like these light codes on my skin ignited, like a tattoo that had been invisible, and then it lit up,
Mm.
and I could look around and see all the other people with the light lighting up. And so all the people who didn't have the light on their skin knew who to look to for the light, for the safety, for like what to do next. How do I be? How do I show up in this moment? And that's just kind of how I think of all of our TA family members. It's like we have these codes in us to come here and serve and answer that call when the call is being made. Does that land for you at all, Sukhvinder? I see you nodding.
Absolutely. No, no, no. It's like if you feel that way, this weird stuff that, okay, lights here or arms growing out of me are helping so many people at once, embrace it.
Mm,
That's a sign to you. Like that is a sign that you're being called to your higher purpose. So don't disregard it. Go into it like I did. Go into it, have a conversation with it through journaling. So I totally promote this weirdness, this woo-woo stuff. It is somewhere in our it's in our programming, divine programming, that we have it from somewhere, that this is how we want to show up.
mm,
And
yeah.
this light, this patterns that you see on your body, this could translate into something you're saying, because you're very good at taking a concept and feeding it back in a much better way to someone who's trying to express something. So these are divine gifts. Embrace them.
Mm, yeah. So you answered the call. You joined TA Impact Community. What were some of the other initial moments where you started to, like you said, embrace that this is who you were becoming? Not just the name change, but like some other things that you started to do or see or believe differently.
When I started journaling for two years ago, I found a course that was 52 weeks of journaling. That subconsciously I did like just write to just get into writing, but that exercise for having journal for 2 years and going really, really deep, challenging my own beliefs, my own fears, my own doubts, everything, just and doing with the conviction that, okay, I'm going to go through this, and with conviction, with faith in God, in Vaheguru, and really starting to journaling my own journey, also looking at what comes up subconsciously, and starting to become a writer. I would call myself not maybe not a bestseller or anything, but a writer. I've been writing for 2 years in a way that I love, and that has led now me to Substack, where I publish a lot of articles, and I love it. I
Mm,
love writing, and the written stuff, it's so powerful. Just people will say like just journaling or just writing something. No, it's about getting your subconscious beliefs, subconscious thoughts, maybe even your gifts are hidden there somewhere, and you get it out of yourself and onto the paper. Those are so powerful revelation that it has those has been to me.
mm,
Like, I don't know where stuff come from, even concepts, this luminous invictus, this being, this unconquered soul. It's when I got it on paper, it just something clicked even more. So do something. There are people here on the call who are into art and writing and seeing beauty in others, things, the environments. There are other writers here, and having this artistic, being an empath, being a healer, being a coach, being a entrepreneur. To me, this means these are light workers, in a sense, and everyone has some way of expressing their gifts. So
Yeah.
this is like our tools that we have been given by the divine, so we can express those. And to me, that has been one of the most like changes in myself, recognize myself as something more than just this physical body writing.
Mm,
Yes, that was the
okay.
long answer to your question.
Again, so much there that I want to call out, which I think is really, really valuable for our listeners. A lot of times people think, oh, I want to become a coach, which means I get on Zoom calls and I ask people questions. And like, that's it. That's coaching. That's not it. That's not what coaching is, right? Coaching is, like you said, being this vessel, this conduit for something, whether you call it God, spirit, divine, whatever, something to offer you the most powerful form of presence that you can offer this other individual, right? So a lot of times people are nervous when they're new coaches because they're like, I don't know what to ask. I don't know how to make sure that I'm getting them results. I want to make sure that they're successful. It's like, just show up, get out of your own head, allow something even more powerful to come through you. And one of the ways that you can do that, which you articulated so beautifully, is get in the practice of being a creator. Part of being a coach is being a creator, because part of being a coach is being a marketer. Like it or not, to have a business, you got to market your business. You don't know about Pepsi, you don't know about Nike, you don't know about any of these things simply because they exist. You know about them because they're great at marketing. And the reason that, on top of, we want to get in front of people as creators, the reason that it's so powerful to be a creator is you get the literal energy flowing through you, where more can come to you and through you to serve people when they're right in front of you. The third thing that's so powerful about being a creator is what you said in terms of identity. You get to show up as a more empowered coach, person, man, service provider, all of that, because you're starting to be consistent. You're starting to develop a relationship with your own inner world, and you're starting to be prolific and offer value outside of just when you're coaching someone. It's like, I live my life in a position of, I add value to the world. I bring beauty, I get out of my own way, I set my ego aside for the sake of others' benefit. And like, that's part of who you've been becoming this over the past, X amount of years. And I think all three of those things are
Absolutely.
really powerful reasons for everyone listening to go start producing more than they consume.
And may I add to that,
Please.
like being in the right environment can only allow this to happen. And for me, coming into these containers, opening up and sharing and starting to trust my fellow coaches, without it, I couldn't have done it on my own. I would have been stuck. And what I love about marketing coaches and business coaches in this area is that we need those more of these marketing
Mhm.
coaches who promotes, builds businesses that are based on empathy, love, art, healing, and of course coaching. So I rather promote these businesses instead of the greed, the depletion of the resources, or that's what it sounds like sometimes, or just the greed part. Let's say the greed part. So I rather this kind of businesses flourish than other types.
Yeah.
I'll leave
Yeah,
it at
exactly.
that.
And what I just heard you say is, I couldn't have done it without my community. Right.
Exactly.
Be a prolific, consistent writer on Substack. It was necessary to have the TA community, the winner circle community, people that are there showing up, encouraging you, continuing to mirror back to you this person that you are becoming. I think that can be the one of the most challenging aspects of starting a new life path, especially one as a coach in personal growth. everyone that you typically have spent time with in the past have a version of you in their mind that makes them feel safe. And if you step outside of that version that makes them feel safe, they might not like that, right? And so it's important to have a community that is reflecting back to you. It's okay for you to be this new version of yourself. In fact, it's freaking awesome and
Yes.
I support it and let me know how I can help. Right? And
Yes.
then as you embody this luminous, this luminosity, if you will, then the other people who are willing and able to walk that path with you, boop, 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 like their lights to start to come on, like little popcorn. Beautiful.
Popcorns, luminous popcorns. I like
Glow in the
that.
dark popcorn. That's what I'm picturing right now. So I know because we work together that you've had a few different impactful offerings you've been cultivating over the past few months. What was that process like going from, okay, I want to coach, okay, I'm in the TA community to I have an offer, I'm running a beta group, and now I'm starting to put it in my Substack articles. What did that
Yeah.
process look like?
The process was when we did the 5 days challenge, when I got into the community. I was looking for, because I was getting so comfortable writing, because I've been writing for the last 2 years. And I started to ask around in the community, like, what would be the best way to coach if you want to coach in a written format? And many of fellow coaches gave me lots of good ideas. You could do email coaching through email. People are doing that. People are doing text coaching with
Mhm.
Voxer and stuff and doing lots of money. So I started exploring that, and while I was exploring, I just came over the written content as either on Medium or Substack. So I did a little research what could work, and Substack offered me to be more of a creator in multiple ways. You could do newsletter, you could do notes, small articles, you could do video posts, you can do a podcast there and have a chat there. You can build a community also there. So it gave me a lot of package from Substack. And from Substack, when I started writing, I felt like, okay, I could offer something more. Then I created my free journal from there, from those articles. This is a 7 day a free guide for 7 day journaling, which gets you more clarity on your emotions, your thoughts, and being calm. My gift of 7 days of free coaching to anyone who wants to get on my list and
And
see
where did you
what else
learn?
I have.
So
Pardon me?
when or where did you learn how to start building out your funnel?
Well, it happened very, very accidentally. Uh, no, not accidentally. I started my free guide and I had Substack. I had those two things. And when we started the course Coach with Confidence, where it's also your container, your the coach, the headmaster there. And from there, like the questions arose, what could be your offers? So I had those two offers, and I saw what other coaches were doing. I thought of what could I add here? I thought of a monthly coaching, a group coaching program, which is once a month. It's a 90 minutes coaching with Q&A, worksheets, and homework. And it's for what I call, again, light workers who are overthinking everything like I have done. They're maybe stuck in toxic environments, wrong type of work. They are maybe struggling with getting clarity on like what they really want in life. Um, Basically tech workers. If like you had taught us, if I'm my niche, then I would coach my past self, right? So that's someone who is someone who is stuck in really toxic environments and is working in tech, making a lot of money, but feels it's wrong. It doesn't the inner motivation is not there.
Mm.
So all of my containers, the luminary circle which I just described, once a month, and I have a group coaching program, which is a 10-week program with 10 specific themes that we work through in 10 weeks, also for the same ideal client, which is my past self. And then my signature program, which is a one-on-one coaching package for at least 4 months, because I've learned from you that less than 4 months is not it's not that would not be possible to take a person who want to work one-on-one with me on a personal level to get into that, where I call awakening the light and embodying what I have embodied, the luminous
Yeah.
invictus, their luminous invictus phrase or concept. Yeah.
Yeah. I think that it's important to remember whatever your result is, that is what dictates the duration of your coaching packages. So it's not 12 weeks because that's what you've seen. It's not a year because that's what the money that you want to bring in. It's a year because that's how long it takes for you to
Mhm.
actually implement the kind of work that you do with people. And the
Yeah.
one thing I really do want to call out from what you just shared as well is uh, putting yourself in containers like Coach with Confidence allowed you to know what is the next step. It's like, okay, I
Mm.
decided I want to be a coach. Now what? I'm writing, I have these ideas. How do I package it? Who are my people and how do I talk to them and where do I find them? If you don't know, we got to go find out, right? And so
Yeah.
as soon as I decided that I wanted to become an entrepreneur, or 10 year or 5 years later, I decided that I wanted to become a coach. It was like I always had to go put myself in a container where someone who had done it could tell me what were the steps that they took. And that's essentially what we're doing for our people.
Mm. And what I love about this community is that they're showing me so much support. I asked for 10 people to be on my like test run of my 10-week group program, and I got 15 who wanted to join. So
That is
so
amazing.
I had to say no to 5 because I want my containers to be intimate so people can get to know each other. So but I will take those who didn't get on this cohort. I will ask to have them on next cohort.
Yeah.
So this is such a supportive family. So I love being here. It's so awesome. Thank you.
And I want to normalize what you just said, which is okay, the first round of my coaching, it was people in my community that I invited to come be a part of it so that they could give me feedback so that I could add value to them because I love them. And I think that it's easy to forget when you're first starting out that most of your email list, your new clients, whoever in the early days, they're going to be the people you already know. And they might be your ideal client, they might not be, and that's okay. You're just kind of experimenting. You're seeing what works, you're learning along the way, and you're starting to shift that identity of who you were to who you are becoming in this real in the present moment, I should say, in the
Yes,
present moment.
yes.
So what are you when you go to sleep at night and you dream about what your coaching business will become, what do you see?
Okay, that's a really good question, and I do give it a lot of time because I've journaled for it for 2 years about what would be my dream situation as a coach, and that would be that I get to travel anywhere in the world where they need me, they want me in their personal space. That to me would be the ultimate way of delivering what they are really looking for. I can work with their inner light in a setting that they are comfortable with.
Okay, so going and giving in real in-person coaching.
Yes, around the world.
Mm. Like
That to
VIP
me,
days or
yeah.
weekends?
VIP, yes, VIP container, but personal container, not in a retreat.
Yeah, yeah.
I also have retreat ideas. I already have that because I have 17 years of experience from travel trade. So I have done a lot of groups around the world. I have a group in 2026 plan to Kerala in India already for about 10 people. So if I fill that up, I'm going to bring people also over with coaching with a coaching angle. So retreats abroad, travel, and doing VIP type of containers 4 months where they want to have me. So, and I learned this, it is possible because I've been following for a year, some years back, I followed a coach who did that, and I also seen Tony Robbins do that. One of my um, inspirations for becoming a coach, also. So I believe that's possible, and I believe I'm going to do it one day.
Tell me about who you would need to become to have that be the reality.
Who do I need to become? Good question. I need to become someone who is not afraid of being on the stage, like you yourself, you were on TEDx. I would need to be like someplace there to be visible for that level of clientele, I guess. So, but that will take some work to get there, but I'm consciously working there. So starting to one of the sales tools or sales channels that I'm going to be working on is for doing workshops, both physical and online, because I want to get in the groove of being able to just talk and yeah, just be present actually, and let what everything comes and to the masses what they need. So to practice that, and also I have a book idea. So becoming a writer, a author, apart from being writing on Substack, author, uh, speaking on stage, becoming a speaker. I think that would lead me to that path that or end goal that I'm looking for.
And so when you think about becoming a better speaker, what are some of the things that you're already doing to practice that besides being on this podcast?
Well, I'm getting used to being on camera. I'm doing Instagram videos when I have time, and doing YouTube when I'm time. YouTube, it requires a little bit of work because of the editing, but Instagram, and to my surprise, I'm even on TikTok. So doing short videos to you see, that's a good question you asked, because being able to to convey an idea, a motivation, or a solution in 1 minute videos, that's actually a good practice. That's a good
Mm.
training ground to be on these short video platforms. So I'm that's where what I'm practicing on to from doing those videos and then workshops and then maybe one day TEDx if God allows.
How are you managing what percentage of your time you put towards Substack versus Instagram versus TikTok versus YouTube? It's a lot to manage. How are you deciding what
It
gets
is.
done?
It is. So I am promoting and prioritizing Substack first because that is my main where I thrive. I feel I thrive. I get to get across what I want to say in a structured manner. So Substacks is one or two articles a week, and also being in full-time job, so I have to do the videos, the other type of content in the nights. So first of all, I need to be have my makeup, which is my turban, on to be on videos. So whenever I have my a little bit presentable, being a little bit presentable on videos, I do take a short video and publish it, maybe couple of videos per week. That was case about 1 month ago, but I haven't been really able to do it the last month because of some some parties and stuff at homes that require a lot of attention. But that's my goal for starting in August, doing 2 videos and at least 2 articles each week.
One of the things that we were talking about in a different container this week was bringing your dog into your online presence more. And I loved it. I thought it was a great way to increase people's ability to know, like, and trust you. Do you want to share a little bit about like what your vision is there? Because I think
Yes,
and the reason I'm bringing this up is because Sukhvinder has a really like calming presence. His whole thing is about being zen amidst chaos and toxicity and all these things. And so tell us how the dog comes into the picture.
yes. So we were talking about this pillar, and this pillar was about entertaining and educating and inspiring. And the theme that was given to me by Kimberly when I was talking, rambling on about myself, was like, oh, I see Sukhvinder as someone meditative, and that just hit home. And being in a meditative state is for me very, very important, to be in this calm state so I can handle the storms, the attacks, the toxicity and everything. And I have my pet dog, who is 5 years this year, and his name is Tappet. He's named after Brave the Cowardly Dog, this cartoon. Tappet means brave in Norwegian. So my children, they named him Tappet. So because their favorite cartoon is this Brave the Cowardly Dog. And we were thinking about doing some videos or images on Instagram and TikTok, where Topper and myself are sitting and meditating, because he's a very like agile and very, very high energy dog. But when he's used that energy, he's very calm and very steady. And that's like those moments I would like to capture in a way, and do marketing and do yeah, present this calmness, both me and myself, because to me my pet is not just an animal, he's a light bringer, he's a bringer of joy as well. So us two in this setting where we are sitting and meditating, that would be a fun stuff in marketing, I believe.
Yeah, I'm glad I asked because you brought up something additional this time that I didn't hear the first time, which is he is such an active dog. He's like really
Yes.
hyper and has a lot of energy, but when we're together, he can be really zen. And I think
Yeah.
that that's such a cool way to show people, because a lot of people's objections to change is, oh, that's not me. I could
Mm.
never. That doesn't align with my current identity, right? That's what they're saying in so many words or less. So if you're like, hey, I get it, you're type A, you're used to needing to succeed, you're used to needing to be producing and being productive all day long. But I'm telling you, if even Tupper can sit and meditate, you can meditate,
You can
right?
meditate.
Or you need a
Yes.
buddy to meditate, like surround yourself with community. So there's all these different angles that you could take, and bringing parts of your real life, your personal life into your marketing is really the thing that's going to set you apart from anyone else. Because if not you, then who? I say that all the time when we're talking about coaching. People who are ready to change, people who are ready to invest in themselves are literally just waiting for someone that they align with to make the invite. So
Yeah.
constantly be inviting, constantly be showing how you're different from other people. And just to give a little bit of context for people, the educate, entertain, inspire, persuade thing, these are lenses that you can look at your content through. So every time you're going to post something, an article, a podcast, an Instagram post, it doesn't really matter. Does it educate? Does it entertain? Does it inspire? Or does it persuade? Meaning, does it like transform a belief? Does it onboard them into a new way of thinking or being? And if you're thinking like, well, what does my dog really have to do with anything? Well, it might be entertaining. And that's enough. Or you're like, what does this brand new car I just bought myself have to do with anything? Well, if at once you were like close to bankruptcy and now you've built wealth in a way that you never thought possible and you finally were able to buy this car for yourself or buy this house for your family or whatever, then it's inspiring. You're inspiring people to believe in themselves because they see themselves in these past versions of you. So this was the context. I wanted to make sure and give people a little bit of context to what we were talking about the other day. But I love it. I'm Team Tupper.
Oh, he is the best dog. Like everyone else dog. You also have a dog, Koba, right? Yeah.
Coda.
Coda, sorry, Coda. And yeah, I mean the love that you see when you come home, all the stress and everything else just goes away.
Yeah, I couldn't agree
Yeah.
more. I couldn't agree more. So tell us what is coming up for you. What are you currently working on or you're excited about so we can send our listeners to go check it out, go support you?
Well, the thing that I'm working, the best space to follow me on would be Substack. So
Nice.
Luminary Coach on Substack. I can send you the link if you want and have it in the description. But
Yep.
that is where I can be met, and you will see if you read the About Me section, you will see my funnel there from free to my signature program. It's all there. I've described it there, but also this is also where I'm going to talk about my new content. My podcast is there. Most of my videos are there, and yeah, that Substack is the best place. And like I said, I'm also working on a book. I already shared the first intro of that book on Substack, and it's the 30. It's the book is called Luminous Invictus, the 30 codes of an unconquered soul. So it's
Beautiful. I can't wait to see. Do you have a deadline for yourself to get it out?
not yet, not yet. I don't want to overdo stuff also. So
You have a lot on your plate.
yeah, yes, but I'm loving it. This is the first time I'm doing something. Most of my startup before I have been worn out, but this time it's something that just keeps going. It's not tiring. I get tired, but it's the good tired. I can
Mm-hmm.
sleep better, and I love creating that kind of content, which is meaningful. Before it was like doing it for money, but this time I'm doing it for meaning and purpose. So
I
that's
can
the
tell
difference.
you it is more exhausting to be creatively constipated and be carrying around the
Yeah,
weight of unproduced ideas and the weight of shame of not taking action and not living out your purpose than the exhaustion that comes from I'm so jazzed up, I'm so lit, I'm just like work, 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 work. I could channel ideas all day. Like that's a good
yeah,
kind of tired, right?
yes.
Sukhvinder, before we wrap, what advice would you give to someone who's just starting their coaching journey?
Embrace the light. The light means whatever others have ridiculed you for, that's your power. Whatever have others have denied you to do, that's your superpower.
Mm,
What enlightens you, makes you light doing it. And that means God, the divine, the universe has put it in you, and it's your responsibility to share it with the rest of us. You
mm,
owe it to us. So don't apologize for that. Just do what lights you up, because this is what the next generations, and the world that we are in, the shift we are in, needs to have. So bring it on, please.
Beautiful. Well, thank you so much, Sukhvinder. We'll make sure and have everything linked up in the show notes. Thank you to our live audience here inside Zoom. We're doing this ahead of time for all of our TA members inside the Impact community. And if you're interested in joining Impact, we will have a special discount invitation on the show notes page as well. So thank you so much, Sukhvinder, for your time. I love being on this journey with you. I feel really honored to see your progress and to be one of your cheerleaders and mentors. So thank you.
Thanks for having me. It's been a pleasure.
Big thank you to Sukhvinder for coming on this show. Thank you to all of our live audience members who watched this conversation, our Impact Coaching Collective members, to everyone who's here supporting Sukhvinder and listening to this show. I really hope that his story inspires you to decide that what you want wants you to. And with enough messy inspired action, with enough reclamation of what you came on this earth to do, anything is possible. And if you want to connect with Sukhvinder or get more information about what we talked about in today's episode, then just head over to theprofitablecoach.com/080 for episode 80. Thank you so much for listening, and we'll see you on next episode.